All right, hello everybody. We are doing this.
I'm muted.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Crystal. So we are want to welcome you guys to the weekly Wisdom Live, brought to you by WOIII, Women of Impact Innovation International, honoring wisdom while building the next generation of innovative women leaders. Each month, we're focusing on one topic each week, and we'll be diving into different aspects of that topic. So, the topic this month is Women CEO Leadership and Business. And my name is Pearl Sharenza, and I have many co hosts with me today, which you'll see in just a minute. But we are talking about Women CEO and our daily schedules. So, I'm going to hand it off to Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina.
Unmute here. Okay, so we are here. We actually are women CEOs. We are leaders and we are in business. So I have with me Michelle
Hi.
Dewsbury.
How's everyone doing out there in Facebook land?
Wonderful. And Carrie.
Hi, everybody.
Carrie Petrucci. Got to introduce yourself formally.
Oh, I'm Carrie Petrucci. I'm a master relationships coach.
Yes, she is. And you are just flying in from
Austin, Texas.
So as a women CEO and businesswoman, you found time to mix business with pleasure. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I schedule my time, I'm here to see my father in Sarasota and spend time with him and my brother and godmother. And so Tampa is only an hour away, and I connected with Pearl and with Sabrina and with Michelle, and we decided to have a business meeting while I was here anyway. So I have to maximize my time. Not always in the Tampa area, but when I am, it's like, hey, let's get together.
Absolutely. And we started planning this a couple of weeks ago. So we're all in WOIII. And Carrie and I actually met about 3 years ago at another event in Las Vegas. Pearl, you were with us at that event also.
I was. Yeah.
Right. And Michelle, because Michelle was speaking on stage. So we all had, we come from a different place, but we met up, and now here we are again on a different front, but still connected as business women and CEOs of our own business. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about what you're doing here. You just relocated from St. Cloud, I believe, but tell us why you're here and what you're doing in business.
Yeah, hey everybody. So if you don't know me, I am the founder of a nonprofit organization called Unsilenced Voices. We help survivors of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and human trafficking around the world. I help people to turn their stories into legacies. So we teach a course called Legacy Camp. We help people with writing their books, speaking on stages, just being able to express yourself, because that's extremely important. I met these lovely ladies, all three of them, so it makes 4 total of us, and they're just all powerhouse women. And what's so incredibly important about WOIII is that it brings women together so that our stories matter, our voices matter even more, and that we can really make a difference by holding each other up instead of competing with one another. So I'm here because I love the women that I'm involved with. Right? I love hanging out, and I did just relocate here, like Sabrina said. I love Tampa, Florida. It's absolutely amazing here. I'm not going anywhere. I came from Los Angeles, California, took a pit stop in St. Cloud by Orlando for a little while. And then now I'm here. I'm looking at buying a place next year and looking at empowering and inspiring so many people to live an even better life, because you can have your cake and you can eat it too.
That's right. And she talks about that. And I'm Sabrina Protic, and I met these wonderful women when I was going through a transition from a career woman in employment to being my own CEO and owner of my life. Notice I said owner of my life and not my business, because they go hand in hand. When you are a CEO and a women business owner, you do own your life and you determine your schedule. It is really absolutely wonderful to be, it's around, but we met at 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's now 11 something, and we're doing it our way. We're doing it on our own time. We are doing it because we're helping other women see how we can find that flexibility in our time. So it's very easy for us. And I will tell you, us women, we have something else to do in about 30 minutes. I have another Zoom. You can hear the ambulance go by. I have another Zoom to do. Let's let that go by. This is typical Florida, by the way. There's always something going on. But I have another appointment. Michelle has another appointment. Carrie has something she's doing with family. And I'm going to say a little bit about myself, and then we'll go to Pearl, because all of our stories matter when it comes to business. So as I mentioned, 3 years ago, I was transitioning into the business world on my own 100%. And I needed a place to start. And I'm just so happy I started with these 3 ladies. We all met. I think I've known Pearl a little bit longer, but I met all of these ladies. Both these ladies were on stage speaking, by the way.
I actually met you through Pearl, by the way.
You did meet me through Pearl. Pearl, you're the center right now. And it's been wonderful, but it gave me the confidence that I needed. I'm an extrovert, but still, when you're launching your own business, it feels good to be around other female business owners who really have got it together. And these women have it together. So I got into financial coaching. I was newly licensed in that business, but I still needed to harness some skills, and I needed to position myself in the business arena. And it really helped me to do that. We'll give that to you in a second. We're kind of taking up a table here. So we'll come. But anyway, so I was able to really position myself to do that, and we'll be switching this screen around in a minute because we're kind of taking up a table, and we don't want to do that. But so we're all business owners in our own rights, and we're going to switch it to Pearl, and she's going to talk about women in business. We're going to kind of move this camera around a little bit, maybe step back, and Pearl, I'm going to let you talk while we move.
All right, I'll talk while you walk. Hey everybody, my name is Pearl Sharenza, and I am a naturopathic mental fitness life coach. There you go, Sabrina. And I live here in the Riverview area, and Sabrina's right, putting us all together is a big thing that I love to do, is connect other women together. But I'm also someone who loves to help women overcome guilt and people pleasing. And so part of that is also aligning your boundaries to what you want to do and accomplish. And so today, as a CEO of my life, as Sabrina has shared and Carrie and Michelle shared, it's important to have boundaries and set up those times so you can make those connections. And so today we've made some great connections and spent some time sharing and maybe even having some accountability with one another, the things that we want to accomplish. And so if you're listening today and you are a CEO of your life, what recently thing have you done to start setting boundaries and make those connections with those people that can uplift you and bring you the things you want to achieve in your business or your life? It's important to surround yourself with other women, even if they're in the same type of realm that you are, that you can learn from and grow from. So we all have to start somewhere. But as you start somewhere, who can you surround yourself and empower yourself with? So that's what Sabrina, Michelle, and Kari do for me. Kari and I just did a podcast last week. I'm like, oh, you're going to be in our area? Let's get together for breakfast. So here we are. Sabrina, I'm going to pass off to you as we walk now.
Okay, so let's move back here. Thank you. Okay, look, we're still on camera. We're going to step back a little bit because we were in a restaurant, kind of taking up 2 tables. So this is what we do with women, female business owners. Here we are. Come on, Carrie. Do not hide, Carrie. There she. Come on, Carrie.
Yes, I'm on this
Okay.
side.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
Right.
Pearl, come on. Let's see you here. Okay, we see. So here we are. What we want to, oh, I love that. I'm going to step forward. If I step forward, then I can see. Okay, I need somebody here, somebody there. So what we're saying is somebody's behind me. Somebody needs to be on the other side of Michelle. Okay, Pearl's good. Okay. So what we're saying is, look, we're going to make this happen. We are women business owners, and we're here to tell you that we can run our business, and we can even move from tables too, right? Because nothing's going to stop us from doing what we're doing. So what we want to say is, as a business owner, you have complete control and complete power over your business and your schedule. Nobody said it was going to be easy. You may have to be flexible. You may have to move. You may have to relocate, but you can still have your business. Let's talk a little bit about leadership. Who's in a leadership role in this group? I know Pearl, because you do. Michelle, you do. Who wants to zero in on leadership?
Sure. I'll kind of talk a little bit, guys. So leadership to most people thinks that you have to work 80 hours a week. You don't have to work 80 hours a week. You get to choose. You get to make your schedule. You get to be the CEO of your life, is what Carrie likes to say, right? So make sure that in a leadership role that you bring people up with you, that you are not working just for yourself, but you're working for your employees. You're working for those people that you serve. So being in that leadership role, you make a schedule and you make time and commitment for the people in your life. And those people that matter the most outside of your friends and your family are your business associates, your employees, your employers, and then of course your partners. So love that, and I love being here. Thank you so much.
Yes. And I'm going to say something about leadership as well. Be where you're supposed to be. Your word matters. Do what you're supposed to do. When you commit, to me in leadership, it's all about commitment. When someone says, I'll meet at 12, be there at 12, maybe 12:15, 12:10, send a message, let someone know. But a leader always sets the pace. And it starts to me with your commitment and your word. So when you commit to something, like we all committed to WOII, we all committed that we would do this live. So we met, we had our breakfast, we're doing this live. We're a little inconvenient because we got to stand up and do this. We're outside, but we committed to doing something. So to me, leadership is about commitment. It's about honoring other people. It's not about being the boss. Would you say that? It's not about being a boss.
No, it's about taking control, right? And being respectful of everybody's time.
Exactly. Exactly. Pearl, what would you say on leadership?
Yeah, so I think Michelle did a great example this past week, was when you determine what you want to accomplish, but also make time for yourself. I think that's an important part of leadership. So taking time for yourself, example like what we're doing this morning, but what are you doing? We talked at the table this morning at breakfast about what are you doing for self-care too? And that includes things like we spoke this morning about, like a staycation. Where are you going where you can pour into yourself, maybe after a trauma, maybe after something you accomplished? You know, it's sort of like I share all the time, when you go up a mountain, right? You have this goal. It's like going up this mountain. Don't rush up the mountain. Take the stroll up, and then sit down on the path and have some lunch and look at what you've accomplished, what you have still to do, release what didn't work, and then start climbing up to the top. And then once you get to the top of that mountain, it doesn't mean you have to rush back down the mountain. Maybe take a few days to pour into yourself. As I said before, find somebody that can review your goals that you have, and are they the right goals that are aligned with you? And then as you get ready to climb back down the mountain to start your next goal, you don't have to roll down the mountain. You can slowly walk down, and again, stop partway down and ask yourself, what do I need to do to continue the journey that I'm on? Maybe there's a class you want to take. Maybe there's a course that somebody you want to be coached by, and surround yourself with those people, because that will empower you to start accomplishing those goals you want to, and then also give you time for yourself.
I so agree with that, Pearl. And the other side, we talked about CEO, we talked about leadership, and I'm going to talk about business for a minute. This morning I had an appointment with a young man, and he was a little bit late, but I was meeting with him because he's starting a business. And last night I was up late getting a business plan together, getting certain tools together for him for business, getting him set so that he could launch his business. So, business is planning. All of us have planned. Like, there's no haphazardness in business. It takes planning. Sometimes I'm up until wee hours of the night. I'm working with Crystal. I'm working with Pearl. I'm working with Carrie. Carrie and I've been talking a lot lately because she's helping with WOII. And she's coordinating these Facebook Lives. And so there are a lot of things that we do behind the scenes as business women to make sure the business is running. A business is a well-oiled machine, but it's not a haphazard machine. All of the pieces work well together, but you've got to have those pieces. A business plan is a really big deal. I don't know about these ladies, but I still work off of a business plan. And I review my business plan quarterly. And I can tell I can tell with my business when I've stepped away from my plan. So you really need a business plan. And my business plan is a one-page business plan. It's at a glance. But I can go very detailed into it as I drill down. But my business plan is broken up in quarters. What should happen the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter? What are my anticipated results for the end of the year? So ladies, businesswomen, if you don't have a business plan, you should have one. How do you know where you're going unless you have a business plan? Someone referred to a business plan as like a GPS. When you want to get to a certain place, you check your GPS. Well, if you want to achieve certain results in your business, you go to your business plan. Now, a lot of people go to their P&L statements, they go to their balance sheets, and all of that is good and well because those things, those financial tools are the result of your business plan. It's the result of what you're doing in your business. So your business plan has your items and things that you want to achieve, but then just below on my business plan, I have action steps to take me to achieve my business plans. Pearl, you want to comment on that? How do you feel about a business plan?
Oh, I'm married to an accountant who's also an auditor, so a business plan is so powerful. And then at the end of each month, he's asking me, what are the results? So yes, it's having a plan, having somebody to review the plan with you, and having somebody hold you accountable to your goals is really important as a growth model for your business. And so I totally agree with you, Sabrina. I think it's important to have a business plan, and also, like you said, to review it every so often because it does shift, it does change, and maybe you have to pivot it as well. So I totally agree with you on that one. Does anybody else want to share on that?
I think that Michelle, I was just asking her if she worked off of a business plan, and I think she said she teaches it. What do you have to say about that?
Sure. Here, I'm going to hold this. It's going to be a lot easier there.
Okay.
Yeah, take it off your hand.
I appreciate that so much.
So as far, I missed part of this, but as far as the business plan goes, it's just the structure of your business, right? Making sure that you have a detailed approach to how you're going to generate an income, how you're going to keep that income, but also how you're going to keep those clients. And that's what's really important, right? You acquire clients and you want them to be lifelong clients. You don't want to burn and turn clients. It's not like working in a restaurant, for example, where you want to burn and turn tables because you make more money. You actually make more money with the same client. So in your business plan, that's what I would suggest, is making sure you have implementation in place where you're able to serve the clients that you currently have and continually offer new things and brighter things, right? Make it appealing. Ask your clients what it is that they're looking for so that you can incorporate that in your business plan. And then, of course, the structure and strategy for marketing. Now, that's an entirely different thing. However, in that business plan, you have to have a marketing strategy. So I'm going to hand this back to Sabrina.
Wonderful. So we've given you the 3 pillars, women in CEO and that work-life balance. We've talked about leadership. We've talked about business and having a business plan. So we're going to have Ms. Pearl close us out. And it's been a pleasure from all of us to be before you and WOIII.
All right. What a great session, a great way to pivot the morning and moving all around. So I just want to remind you and thank you so much for joining us today. And we hope today's innovative nuggets of wisdom have inspired you to take action towards an even greater life. Join us each week live or #watch the replay. For more information, you can join as a moderator, a board member, or to attend our annual Powerful Women Summit in August. See our website, womenoii.com, or contact Sabrina or Crystal for details. Have a great week and continue to live each day unapologetically with honor and gratitude. And remember, keep rising because women, you are powerful. See you next time.